Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to elaborate on yesterday's video. I'm going to be addressing some of the scam rumors, etc. And we're going to go into a lot more detail. So make sure you watch this video till the end because it's going to be very, very interesting, right? But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financially advised. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. Now we're going to get straight into it. So one of the first thing that I spoke about is the type of exchanges that UFO gaming is listed on. And like one of the points I made was, well, do you really think, exchanges like Qcoin would be listing, projects without vetting them thoroughly and coming to their own informed conclusions, especially being such a reputable exchange that they are? They're not going to risk, putting on exchanges without the right vetting, right? Because it will not only ruin the reputation of Qcoin, but could lead to all kinds of, financial implications, not only for Qcoin, but also for the actual regulatory bodies that Qcoin is backed by, right? And don't forget, guys, it's a trusted exchange with a rating of 10, right? So let's just focus on this, right? So number one, let's find out how to list coins on Qcoin. So it's important for you guys to understand the process in which coins are allowed to be listed on such an exchange, right? And I want you guys to follow this because I understand many of you seem to think that it's easy to bypass such an exchange, etc. And I'll talk about what could happen if UFO gaming has lied, right? If UFO gaming has somehow bypassed the system to carry out their grand scheme to rug pull and all these type of things as well. We'll get into that. So firstly, what is the process to list on such an exchange, right? So Qcoin listing application form 2021. So thank you for your interest in Qcoin exchange. Please fill in the application with valid information. We will review your project based on the information you have provided. If anything is found to be invalid or false, your project will not be considered for listing. Please submit this application and your project information will be reviewed by our research department. After you pass the initial review, we will share with you the listing workflow and tips. Additionally, an account manager will be assigned to you to walk you through the listing process, right? So there's a rigorous process which I'm about to go through with you guys shortly, right? The process of inspecting whether the project shall be listed on Qcoin is shown as follows. Now, before I continue, guys, I want to stress Qcoin is up there with the Krakens, with the Coinbases, with the Binances. This is a top level exchange, right? I think we can all agree on that. Qcoin is a top level exchange. Now, what is the process to be listed on Qcoin, right? And I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, but it's anonymous, the team is anonymous, etc. And all these types of things. Guys, let's get into it. So number one, submit application. Send your completed application to us, your project name, website, SNS links, coin market cap link, etc. process through QC. Now, remember, guys, UFO gaming and any other project that wants to be listed on Qcoin first has to get through CoinMarketCap, has to get through to CoinGecko, and there's a process to be listed on there alone. So remember, guys, there's a vetting process just to get onto any exchange anyway. Now, NDA review, sign and return and agree on listing requirements, right? So there's a requirement, NDA and requirements. So info providing. So this is what you guys were talking about. And these two main points are going to make sense and hopefully debunk a lot of the FUD that was posted in comment sections all across the board about these guys are anonymous, nobody knows who they are, etc. We're going to get into that. So provide us with your company name. So remember, guys, they need a company name, license, logo, address, right? So you have to provide this debunks the whole anonymous stuff. They may be anonymous to you, but they will not be anonymous to the institutions that they want to be, especially if they want to get through into the corporate structure, the corporate world. They can't just, get bypassed that without providing any real information that is needed, right? So name, license, logo, address, contact, person, phone, email, project name, token contract address, etc. So number one, the anonymous goes out the window here because they need this information to be listed. And then what gets more interested in is KYC, know your customer, right? Video chat with CEO, COO, CTO takes 10 minutes. So number one, they need to see a face, right? They need to see who's behind the project, etc. Project presentation, you will have 10 minutes to present your project to us. So guys, KuCoin exchanges, they're vetting this, right? Now, they're actually going to have a working model on how to assess projects, etc., way more advanced than you will be able to, right? Let's just put that out there, guys. The research team, the research department are going to have a more thorough process of vetting projects than you will be able to. So the likelihood that they're going to somehow bypass the research team, but they're not going to bypass you is a bit arrogant, guys. Come on. As much as you think you know it all, let's be honest. The KuCoin team are going to know more and have more dollars to actually, get depth into the actual project itself, right? So KYC. So number one, they have to get through this whole process, right? That's hard. Now, listing date confirmation, contract signing, a schedule a listing date to your pro. Okay, that's fine. Then a formal contract will be signed by both parties and tokens should be transferred. So there's a contract signing. There's a legally binding contract that takes place, guys. Right? So this is why I said to you, do you really think KuCoin's going to ruin their reputation just posting random projects on their exchange? That's why I said, if UFO, let's say you guys are right. Let's just say for a second that you guys are right. And this project managed to bypass KuCoin and carry out their evil plot to rug pull and run off into the sunset, into the Bahamas somewhere. There's a legally binding contract. So therefore, there will be some kind of implications for anything if it did occur, right? Someone has to be held accountable, right? A contract must be signed by legal bodies, right? It has to be signed by legal bodies. This is just, for those of you that understand contracts, etc., a ghost cannot sign a contract. There has to be a legal body. So now, let's buy both parties, right? And then testing. Tech integration and wallet testing based on the token types testing time varies. Okay. PR announcement, SNS post, etc. Listing live, right? So there's a thorough process to be listed on Coinbase. And then note, if any update in a timely manner as policy and regulation change, we'll notify all project developers to update the relevant information at various stages, right? And then of course, we could go into the whole process, etc. And if that doesn't make more sense to you guys, don't forget you actually have to get past CoinGecko and Coinbase first, right? So now let's talk about that's KuCoin, guys. This is a reputable exchange. Now let's talk about the project itself, right? This project is up over 2,846% from its all-time lows, from its listing date, right? This is up, well, not its listing date, sorry, its all-time lows is up 2,846%. So this project is in the green, right? And as you guys know, there's some projects that I'm in that aren't even in profit, right? It's down 81% from its all-time highs. So why are people? What is, in my opinion, the real reason that people are now spreading this scam stuff? Oh, it's a scam. It's this, and then trying to bring up things that I've just debunked in the video. Right, I've just debunked a lot of the things that people have said. So let's talk about it. What's the real reason why people are saying it's a scam? And again, it's all due to price action. I personally didn't hear any information about scams, etc. when this was going to the moon. Nobody spoke. There was no scam rumors. There was nothing of that sort. But because price isn't performing as well as you want it to, and maybe you got into this project recently, now all of a sudden people are looking for scapegoats. People are looking for excuses, etc. And that's why I say it's important to do your own research, guys. Because me personally, like I said, I have a long-term view of this. And for those of you that are saying, oh, be careful, etc. Of course, you have to be careful with any cryptocurrency project out there, right? That's why it's important to do your own research, come up with a plan yourself, and only play with money that you can afford to lose. Me personally, this isn't 100% of my crypto portfolio, right? I've already allocated, a certain pool, a fund that I'm happy to play with and put into this project and see how it performs over the long term. Is it guaranteed to do well? No, it's not, right? No, it's not. Just like in the stock market, there's some stocks that do not perform. In the crypto market, we have the same. We have some projects that haven't performed. In fact, there's some projects, as you would have seen from 2021, that took 5 years just to 100x, right? So what happens? You call those projects a scam, and then on the 5th year, all of a sudden, it's a great project. It's incredible. Like, honestly, guys, there has to be a more thorough approach when really looking at cryptocurrencies projects. I think there needs to be more education around investing in projects, etc. I honestly feel like a lot of people do need to do more research and understand what a scam is and how a scam works. And as I said, if this is a scam, I mean, they're pretty damn good to bypass all of this. And even if it is, at the end of the day, I've invested money that I'm personally happy to lose. Again, you guys have to do your own informed research, right? And understand that anything that you see on the web is not financial advice. It's important that you guys come to your own conclusions based on your own research. I did my research and I was happy to go forward with this position, and I'll be holding it for the long term. And like I said, this project is so early. To come to such a conclusion at this stage is unbelievable. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you do have any more queries or concerns, let me know in the comment section, and I may address them to the best of my personal ability based on my own personal opinions. But until the next update, guys, seize the day.